back to Savage Showdowns. This week we will be returning to the battle arena. This week in the battle arena, we will have a showdown between a saltwater crocodile and a Daeodon. But first, if you like this content, please give it a like and consider subscribing. It's free and it really helps the channel out. First up, let's take a look at the Daeodon. Size. Daeodon was a massive mammalian predator that could grow to be 5.8 feet tall and 9 feet long. Weight estimates vary from 1,650 pounds all the way up to 2,200 pounds. For this fight, we will use a Daeodon in the 2,000 to 2,100 pound range. Strength. The Daeodon had a bone-crushing bite force of between 4,566 and 5,000 newtons. The prehistoric pig, which isn't technically a pig but is in the same family, used this bite force to eat both plant matter like roots, nuts, and berries, as well as to hunt and tear apart prey such as prehistoric rhinos. Speed. The speed of Daeodons is poorly studied, but estimates usually have it in the 20 to 25 mile per hour range, with some going as high as 30 miles per hour. It is suspected to have higher stamina than some other predators, such as large cats, though evidence for this is weak at best. Stealth. The stealth of Daeodon is poorly studied. As it is extinct, it is difficult to guess. Using modern hogs and boars as an example, we can assume that it had low to reasonable stealth. Weapons and armor. The Daeodon's weapons consisted of its bite force combined with huge crushing teeth that earned it a name that literally means hostile or dreadful teeth. These were its primary weapon, along with its size that it used when hunting, as well as its daily life, which was believed to be generally aggressive. These powerful teeth were also how it was able to crush the roots and other plant matter discussed above. The armor of Daeodon consisted of a robust skeleton, but more importantly, thick hide and some bony pockets on the face. While the bony pockets can be observed in some fossils, the thick hide is drawn from looking at modern boars and feral hogs, which have notably thick hides. These weapons and armor, as well as its size and aggression, earned the Daeodon the nickname Terminator Pig. So how does the saltwater crocodile compare? Size. The saltwater crocodile can grow over 20 feet long and weigh as much as 2,200 pounds. And while these numbers are for some of the largest individuals, they are by no means one-offs. Strength. Saltwater crocodiles can exhibit a bite force of a staggering 3,700 psi. This translates to roughly 16,400 newtons. They use this bite force to hunt basically everything in their environment, including, but not limited to, people, buffalo, and even sharks. Speed. Saltwater crocodiles can reach speeds of 15 to 18 miles per hour, though the especially large individuals are usually slower than that. Stealth. Like all modern crocodilians, saltwater crocodiles are incredibly stealthy, especially in the water, being known to get within inches of prey undetected. There are even reports or rumors of crocodilians using sticks on their face to camouflage themselves even more. Weapons and armor. In terms of weapons, the saltwater crocodile relies on its bone-crushing bite force combined with 5-inch conical teeth. These are used to grab prey and hold it while the croc either drowns it or performs a maneuver known as the death roll, where it spins rapidly, tearing off a chunk of flesh or a limb, often resulting in the prey's demise or at the very least a snack for the crocodilian. The armor of saltwater crocodiles is thick, but not as thick as that is found on smaller crocodilians, as the salty has few to no predators to worry about as adults, unlike its smaller cousins. That said, their armor is still impressive, being several millimeters thick with bony osteoderms. These, combined with its size, allow it to be semi-bulletproof and stop smaller caliber weaponry. So those are our contenders, but who wins? Let's find out. Our arena for this fight will be a riverbank. I will preface that the two most likely scenarios are either that the Daeodon gets grabbed and almost immediately killed by the croc, or the crocodile misses and the Daeodon retreats. Neither of these scenarios will be discussed as they lack the fight these videos typically end with, but given the nature of saltwater crocodile hunting and how other animals react to said attacks, it is worth pointing out that these are probably the two most plausible scenarios. With that said, let's get into the actual showdown. Our crocodile is lazily floating in the river, occasionally swimming to move around a bit while it's looking for prey. Our Daeodon approaches the water, looking for a drink and to clean its mouth after just eating a deer it killed. As it approaches the water, the crocodile takes notice and submerges itself, swimming closer. The Daeodon is drinking greedily, and the croc gets within a few feet of it. Suddenly, the croc starts to move, preparing to lunge, but the Daeodon notices at the last possible second and attempts to escape. The croc lunges and its jaws slam shut with a powerful pop, narrowly missing the end of the Daeodon's snout. The two predators are now in shallow water, allowing both to utilize their speed to the fullest. The Daeodon attempts to get around the croc, hoping to bite into the croc's side or neck, but more importantly, avoid the jaws which very narrowly missed its face moments ago. The Salty watches the prehistoric pig, closely turning its head, but not its body. The pig, almost directly behind the croc, charges and bites into the croc's tail. Suddenly, the crocodile whips around almost 180 degrees in an instant, and the Daeodon releases the tail and narrowly avoids being bitten. The croc's tail has some large wounds and is bleeding, but it's nothing too serious. The Daeodon's powerful bite cutting into the croc's tail, but due to the location, no serious or life-threatening damage was done. The Daeodon attempts to attack again, this time grabbing the croc's back right leg and, with its bone-crushing bite force and powerful teeth, tears it off. The crocodile again whips around and the Daeodon once again dodges. Or it attempts to, the saltwater crocodile's legendary bite force getting a hold of the Daeodon's front leg. The croc immediately death rolls, tearing the leg clean out of socket before entirely coming off the Daeodon's body. Despite both individuals having lost an egg, the injury is much more significant to the Daeodon, since the crocodiles often lose legs to other crocs and live normal lives, legs being much less important to them. The Daeodon, however, is more reliant on this limb and can barely stand as a result of this loss. The croc swallows the leg it has removed before turning its attention back to the Daeodon, who is attempting to hobble away. The croc uses its powerful tail to propel itself through the shallow water and grabs onto the Daeodon's face. It then again death rolls, bringing the Daeodon's body with it. Eventually, the torque builds up high enough, and the Daeodon's neck snaps before its head is entirely removed. Saltwater crocodile wins. As I stated before, the fight discussed here is highly implausible scenario. Not in how it played out, but in that it occurred at all. The fact that we used the very largest Daeodon metrics made this a fight at all. Unfortunately, the croc's armor and weapons were just too powerful, and while it wasn't particularly fast, its ability to rapidly turn got rid of the Daeodon's speed advantage. And ultimately, the Daeodon couldn't get enough of an angle to do serious damage to the powerful reptile, while every attack the croc landed was life-altering or life-ending. Ultimately, I don't feel a lone Daeodon had much of a chance at killing a fully grown saltwater crocodile. Its best outcome was most likely to escape uninjured, which wasn't an option in this showdown. However, I do feel it was one of the two most plausible scenarios as discussed before the fight. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to suggest any future fights. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next Savage Showdown.